Hey there, Brad Scott here. Kate is on deployment right now. Together, we make Semper Scots. We are just now establishing our channel, so if you're watching this, please hit that subscribe button and thank you. And if you're friends and family, we miss you and we love you, and we're really happy to see you here watching our content. So, our channel is just about positivity, family life, hobbies, just generally our shenanigans that we're going to be on to day-to-day stuff. You know, I don't think we'll post something or shoot video from every day, but you know, hopefully every week or every other week we'll get some content out there. So, as you know, recently we've made some major announcements in social media, if you're somebody that knows us, and we are in the beginning stages of planning a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. So, gonna have some little shenanigans here with the gear behind me that we just started with. We've got some stuff on order, and when it gets here, we'll have another little review and preview, I should say, because we're not really going to be doing much until Kate gets back. But hopefully you can share in our excitement, and I hope you enjoy our content. So thanks for joining us. First, boom, we got our 5-in-1 Puffles from Sierra Madre. Bleh. Should say that again, edit that out. Who does that though? One take, you know. It's a rough part of the internet. Compression sack. The reason I was so sold on these, I was just kind of looking at it as, oh shit, I almost knocked the camera down. The reason I was sold on these is something very handy dandy. They're pretty, these are supposed to, you know, keep you comfortable in cold temperatures. Hopefully keep you alive down at 20 degrees. I don't know if that'll keep us comfortable down at 20 degrees Fahrenheit, but we'll see. But there's one feature to these little quilts, 5-in-1s, sleeping bag quilt things that sold me. And Kate and I, we like to snuggle. We're snuggle bears. And these fancy little pieces of gear here do something extra special. These clip together to form a giant sleeping bag. And let me tell you, we're excited. We know we're going to be stinky on trail, we're going to be sweaty messes, and who knows what else is going to happen. But I'm also bringing things to handle the stink, as I'm sure many of you experienced hikers may comment later, embrace the stink and you can't get away from it. I mean, look at the size of this sleeping bag by the time I make it. This thing is definitely going to squeeze the two of us in it. No problem. But this bad little boy here, every other day or so, a little Sea to Summit. Oh, look at that mirror effect. Sea to Summit pocket shower. Holds 10 liters of water, weighs 4 ounces, enough for a 7-minute shower. So between the two of us, that's plenty of shower. If I do a little boil in the jet oil, which we'll go over here in a minute, but add some hot water to it, we can have a nice hot shower on a cool day. But I'm gonna finish putting this thing together and show you the result. Probably gonna have to fast forward to this, some editing technique that I am not savvy with yet. So hopefully I'll figure it out before this makes its way to the internet. And I'm sure I'm doing a bunch of internet cringeworthy things, like forgetting to look at the camera and looking at the screen, making sure I don't look like a doofus. But if you know me, you know I really don't give a crap. Oh yeah, it's a nice satisfying snap. It's not some weak little snap like you get on some of the welding jackets that we have in my trade, the FR shirts. Get these nice little pearl snaps on there and they break off the first time you put them through the dry cycle. Cheap. Spend $50 on a shirt just for it to fail the first time you dry it. Oh yeah. And I gotta say that the people at Sierra Madre got this stuff out to us so fast. I'm not paid by anybody to make any of this stuff. This is just us sharing our life. And I saw this on an ad on Facebook, and I don't even like social media that much, but an ad on Facebook, and it looked awesome. I like multi-purpose gear. This can be a quilt, sleeping bag. You know, you can wear it as just any general bit of insulation that you require. But I was sold on the fact that these link together. But the people at the customer service thing are amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. So I sent an email right after I bought these things. I bought 2 of them. They are not cheap. They're not super expensive, but they are not the cheapest option. And I totally forgot to put my discount code in. And I was like, hey, is there any way I can get a discount? I know I already paid for it, but I totally didn't see the box for it until after my purchase. And they sent me a refund right away. No questions asked, no confirmation, just genuinely awesome human beings there at Sierra Madre. So I then took that reimbursement that they sent me and reapplied it in an investment in more of their products. And I pre-ordered some of their ultralight chairs, which, hey, we haven't set foot on that trail yet, but we're there for a good time and a long time. And there's something that our 30-year-old bodies enjoy, and that is a back on a chair and sitting off the wet, nasty ground. So I ordered some 1.36 pound chairs, so I think it's like almost 20 ounces. Not afraid of that at all. You know, we're both military, you know, she's still in, and let me tell you, for that amount of comfort, everywhere we go, not having to look and search for a seat, just carrying it in the pack, not gonna be a problem. We went ultralight on the sleeping gear. These are each, I don't even know how much they weigh, but these are goose down, super light, and this is down fully linked together. Look how much room. Easily gonna fit the wife in here, and then I can just snuggle her close and keep her warm. But anyway, saving weight on all the other gear is gonna help us have some more comforts. Having 2 people go, you know, you kind of support each other in different ways. I'm gonna be carrying the tent. She's gonna be carrying the ground sheet. We got a Z-Pax triplex on order with the ground sheet, even though it doesn't require it because it has the tub. We want to extend the life of that product as long as we can, with it being on a through hike. If we're lucky, we can keep using it on short trails after that. I've got a bunch of other gear here to go through, you know, probably about halfway through where we want to make this first video right now. So, since we talked about the quilt and the fact that it's an awesome, ginormous 80 by 54 sleeping bag right now, it can easily fit both of us. It's half of a king size bed, about a little more than half. So plenty of room for both of us to snuggle close in our big tent. But I also invested, and I will be getting another one of these for Kate, a Thermarest Neo Air. Neo Air right here. Boom. This thing, it's got a R value of 4.2. That's good 3 season. The ground is not going to be sucking any warmth from us underneath, or on top of this thing with this underneath us. So that is going to provide all the insulation we need. I'm a very warm sleeper. She loves it. I'm her heater, and I love that she is like my heat sink. She puts her cold feet on my legs. I can't wait for the day she finally like gets flexible like a cat, puts her cold feet on my back, and I'm just going because I like it. I like to sleep with a fan on. So like the ceiling fan and a reciprocating fan or oscillating fan. So yeah, definitely gonna have a hard time on the muggy nights. But she being a cold sleeper, me being a hot sleeper, that's a good combination. So I'll be her little heater. And hopefully we stay nice and comfortable. We've got 2 main focuses for comfort on the trail, and that is sleep and food. We're not really pulling back on either of those punches. We got a nice tent that's gonna keep us dry and ultra lightweight. We got really lightweight. Well, I think this is maybe 10 ounces. I got my little scale here. I'll weigh it for you and put it down in the description or something. I'm new to YouTube. I don't know how to do any of that crap yet. I haven't even uploaded anything. But I will tell you how much this weighs later. I think the whole box kit was 12 ounces, but I'm not bringing the pump sack. So I'm just going to bring the holster and the sack, and the pad itself. And we're even thinking, to prolong the life of this, we might bring some of the foam pads, because we don't want to pop our inflatable beds. One important thing I want to get done early, it's not, you know, it's not the end all make all, but I think it's very important that you have a plan for just about every emergency. This is an ultralight medical kit, and it actually has, I just added one thing to the kit, which was water treatment tablets as a backup to our Sawyer squeeze filters. So This thing is just a general med kit. It can, take care of just about any problem. It's got a tick puller in there, some tweezers, all sorts of handy stuff. So some bandages, some wraps, some butterfly suture bandages. Just something to, put you at ease. Some painkillers, some ointments. Nothing major, but a significant thing to have for peace of mind. And, we're cutting weight in certain significant ways, like bringing a teeny tiny Leatherman. This is probably more than we'll need. There will be people out there with just a jackknife, or not even. So I think it's important that you always have a knife. Probably going to carry a neck knife too, if not more things than that. But you never know. Always better to be prepared. I'm sure that we will be plenty safe on the trail. We also got some Wilderness Wash, and this is biodegradable super concentrate soap. So you just fill the cap up, and that's 10 liters worth. So just a drop on your cloth with some water, wash your important areas, your pits, everywhere that counts, your face. So, but this is body wash, shampoo, dish detergent, and laundry detergent all in one. So that always gets a fun response from the wife. Another little thing to maybe not 100% necessary if you have plenty of salty food and stuff with you when you're hydrating, but I know with us, we're just caffeine junkies, especially me. I drink Bang, I drink coffee. I gotta have 400 milligrams a day roughly. So not that I have to, I feel like my brain functions clearly on that. So we have the Noon Sport with caffeine, so it's electrolytes with a little boost. We got the Noon with some vitamins, and we've got another Sport with caffeine, different flavor. So these little tablets, you just open one for you real quick, why not? They look like Smarties. I probably wouldn't eat one. But you drop that in about 16 ounces of water, and it starts fizzing up and give you a little boost. And it's really good when you're on trail on a limited diet. You want to supplement your vitamins and anything you can with something that's good for your body. So these will help keep us trucking along. I'm sure this is a sloppy, nasty video. I don't have a script. This is just me pouring out of my brain. So one important thing for us, like I said, the two things we're really focusing on is food and sleep. We're not really pulling any punches in the cost department with those two things. We're going to be bringing seasonings. We both have jet boils. We have, I'm going to be bringing an ultra lightweight frying pan. And, someone's going to laugh at that. Like, oh, you don't need that. It's not about need. It's just a little extra want. We're going to be packing out day one. We're going to be bringing a lot of fresh stuff with us, like broccoli. That is going to pump up a lot of our meals. Even though it's heavy and it doesn't have that caloric punch, it does have vitamins and minerals, things that are good for you, and you'll feel good while you're eating it. Seasoning it, I can't say enough. It's ultra lightweight. You just bring a ton of seasonings, and that can really perk up your day. Packing out fresh meat, as much as possible, eggs, whatever we can as often as we can to keep it varied. Bananas are a great thing. Bring a few bananas with us. They'll last a couple days. Apples. We have this plan to have some health food on top of we got to pack in the calories. Obviously, right now I can stand to lose quite a few, but halfway through the trail, I'm going to be punching through the calories just to maintain my body mass as much as I can. So, burning 5,000-6,000 calories a day, we really need to have a lot of good healthy sources of fat and some proteins, avocados, olive oil, things like that. We're going to need a lot of that, and we're going to have a lot of these backpacker meals. We like Backpacker's Pantry and Mountain House so far. They're all fantastic. They blow your mind. You could serve that, on a quick dinner night to some kids, just pour it on a plate without them ever seeing you cook it. They wouldn't really be any the wiser. Had some Backpacker's Country mac and cheese the other day. We're just testing out menus, and holy cow, that was off the hook. That was like better than Kraft out of the box. So, and that's like my favorite thing from childhood is Kraft mac and cheese. And I ate that. I was like, woo! That's like some Cheesecake Factory on the trail mac and cheese. And if you've ever been there and had their simple mac and cheese, it's bomb. It's off the hook. So, those are the things that we want to make sure we take a little extra with us. It's worth the wait to have that morale boost. We might ditch the frying pan eventually, who knows, but I'm hoping that it's a reliable factor in our morale. And we're going out there to have a good time, I'm sure we're going to meet a ton of good people. We want to be good people. We want to better ourselves on that trail. And there's really so many reasons we're going and doing this. And we just, we're excited. There's a ton more stuff to go through. I barely scratched the surface, you know. Got bandanas for different purposes. We've got our guidebooks, phone chargers, all sorts of stuff. So as time goes on, we'll shoot more videos, go over more gear, we'll do some cooking, we'll do some food reviews. We're just gonna do some shenanigans, and eventually, hopefully we get to hike some trails with Gemma with us. And I'm really hoping one day, where I proposed to Kate, we can do a video on that little trail, even though it's paved. I think that would be really cool. So if you aren't a friend or family member and you like what you see, just go ahead and click that subscribe button, ring the bell, hit a thumbs up, and keep us growing. You know, what's the worst that can happen? So hopefully we can touch some lives out there, get people to step out of their comfort zone and go do something crazy. So yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully not too much editing on this. I have a feeling this is coming out. And just for you, Reach, toodles.